Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Municipal Council meeting of December 6, 2021. I'll call this meeting to order at 6:30 p.m. by recognizing the traditional keepers of this land and specifically our neighbors of the Alderville First Nation with a formal territorial acknowledgement. We respectfully acknowledge that the Municipality of Brighton is located on the Mississauga-Anishinaabe territory and is the traditional territory of the Mississauga. The Council of the Municipality of Brighton respectfully acknowledges that the Mississauga Nation are the collective stewards and caretakers of these lands and waters in perpetuity, and that they continue to maintain this responsibility to ensure their health and integrity for generations to come. I will also advise that due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, this meeting will be held using various formats. Members of Council and some municipal staff, including staff members and their families receiving service awards, are present here in the chambers. Other staff members are joining us via electronic conference technology. The public is invited to join us by viewing this meeting live on the Municipality of Brighton YouTube channel. And we'll begin with a motion moved by Councillor Anderson, seconded by Councillor Bateman. The Council approved the December 6, 2021 Council agenda as presented. Is there any discussion? Those in favor? Being none opposed, that motion's carried. Members of Council, I ask if you have any declarations of pecuniary interest, and if so, please state the general nature thereof. There are none noted, which takes us into announcements, and it is in announcements that we'll be making our service award and recognitions, but if there are other announcements from members of Council, we'll do those first. Any announcements from members of Council? Well, that makes that easy, doesn't it? So we have two families present in the chambers this evening. The first being the Ryckman family, and some of Mike's colleagues are here. Madam Clerk, how did you envision this this happening? I'll read the statement and then we'll do the presentation. Thank you. So Mike, on behalf of members of Municipal Council and the citizens of Brighton, we recognize you upon your retirement. It's been it's just been a mere 42 years here in the municipality. And I'm just going to reflect on that for a second. In a world where hardly anyone sticks around for more than about 5 years in any company, you've been with the municipality in some format or another for 42 years, starting with the Brighton PUC, Public Utilities Commission, in 1979, the year after Star Wars came out, I realize. Until amalgamation, when the town and township joined in the early part of this century as our water super, for a total of 42 years of exemplary service. Mike, on behalf of Council and the citizens of Brighton, we extend our absolute gratitude and wish you all the very best in whatever comes next for you. And I'll ask you to come forward. Hang on, Mike.
I'd just like to say a couple words. It's been an honor and a pleasure to work for the Municipality of Brighton for as long as I have. It is a great place to work, and it's outstanding what Brighton can be. I couldn't have done it without the help of my two co-workers, Steve Wong and Mark Alexander. They're just like family. We work together side by side, do everything together, and without them, it would have made the job a much harder task. Keith Lee has been a really good support to me throughout my career. I wish to thank him also for sticking by my side. None of this would be possible without my wife and my family. can't thank them enough. I missed enough family outings and gatherings. And that's all coming to an end because I'm going to be at every one now and bug the heck out of all of you. So thank you very much.
And the next person who will be given a 25-year service award this evening, we're recognizing Jim Millar, our Director of Parks and Recreation. Now, Jim, I didn't get a blurb for you, so I'm going to do this from memory, or I'll make it up as I go, and you can correct me. How's that sound? I believe you started here in the town of Brighton, the former town of Brighton, when the Parks and Recreation had its own committee. You would have been hired by that committee. I'll bet you Brian Brose sat on that committee, and I'll bet you Al Zink was a counselor on that committee. And I'll bet you Al Zink, we're talking about my stepfather, I'll bet you he was on the hiring committee for that if I know him. So we have him to blame for this, you and I, for these 25 years. Jim, I've always said you write some of the very best reports. When they come to council, they're detailed. They're hard to argue with, and you get your way because of that. So good for you. 25 years is a long time, Jim, as you heard me say, in a world where people stick around for about 5. Congratulations for hanging around here for 25. I know from a director's point of view, it can't have always been easy. So we appreciate you being here. We appreciate the work you've done. We appreciate your help keeping the wheels on the bus when that was needed. Come forward, please, sir. Why would today stop?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody, for allowing me to get this award tonight, council, and I know it's been a long 25 years, seeing a lot of changes, not just council and staff, but a lot of growth in the town. And we're definitely growing in leaps and bounds right now. I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon, so I'll be back to work tomorrow. Thank you very much.
And there are other employees receiving long-term service awards this year, and I will name them out. They're not here. They're not joining us. These awards will be given out departmentally throughout the next month or so, I would guess. Is that the plan, Preston? So we have 1, 2, 3 people receiving 15-year service awards. Steve Wong, our water operator, Steve Maxwell in Parks and Recreation, and Susan Smits, who's a crossing guard. And we have 10-year service awards for Myrnie Gibson, our fleet coordinator, Kathy Kelly, our tax collector, Adam Walraven, our wastewater and public works operator, Linda Selman, executive and human resources assistant, and a 5-year service award will be going to Lucas Wheatley, who works in public works as well. And from the fire department, a 15-year service award will be going to Darren Burke, a 10-year service award to Dylan Easby, and 5-year service awards to Tyler Van Human, Dennis Neves, Sean Lucas, Braden Mindel, and Adam Walsh. So those are the service awards the Municipality of Brighton will be giving out this year through the departments. And with that, everyone, I will call a 10-minute recess and let these nice people go home.